I was watching Beyonce's early career, not by choice. It was just in your face, like it was in the building, like so it was right there. And then with Destiny's
I was watching Beyonce's initial vocation, not by decision. It was simply in front of you like it was in the structure, like so it was not too far off and afterward with predetermination's kid. Would you say something and blow for what seems like forever up explode your profession explode all that you it's not it don't work like that 50 penny as of late approached with new tirade about the music business obscure side, and it appears as though he focused on in no way other sovereign of RN Beyonce the unit pioneer is known for his unforgiving assertions, and presently he cautions the popular dark influence couple, the Carters, about the outcomes of swiping material from Craftsman 50, had his eyes on these two for quite a while, and he was gathering intel to demonstrate that their ability doesn't have anything to do with their standard achievement. Obviously, Beyonce is referred to in the music business as the greatest hoodlum, and pretty much every capable dark artist experienced her obscure dealing. The attempt to take however many mon as I can 50 has been watching these two ascend to influence and deal with the music business and individuals in it. Like their own property, recall that tirade towards Grammy's counsel that Jay-Z began prior this year on the grounds that Beyonce didn't get the honor. Well, 50 penny says it's surprisingly more terrible than that. That and the Carters are utilized to be dealt with like icons and divine beings in the music business. Even their children have Grammys. They don't as yet sing, they don't as yet rap, and they as of now have Grammys, and it resembles they give them this prize to get that they come to the honor show. It implied such a great amount to culture that they just gave them the things. This caused a few people to contemplate in the event that there's anything certifiable about this couple and its principal provider. Beyonce, well as one of the lyricists as of late uncovered her sovereign honeybee, is loaded with shade. Music industry has forever been similar to this, right? Like they've for a long time truly needed to make this deception that the craftsman is composing the tune. You could scarcely miss the long video bluster transferred via virtual entertainment by Tiffany Red, where he circulated the filthy cloth of numerous popular specialists, especially Beyonce, for assuming praise for melodies she didn't really compose. Despite the fact that she never by and by worked with B. Tiffany shared, she was disappointed that Aaron Beva, who didn't add to the songwriting system, actually got a powerful portion of the eminences. As she referenced in her video, Beyonce addresses dark greatness, yet purportedly takes advantage of the dark specialist who are composing for her. Furthermore, the lyricist referenced that Beyonce has had the option to pull off this since she makes musicians sign agreements that keep them from revolting against her unreasonable practices, is advocate for the pay. Since I was a lyricist currently, no big surprise she can't score hat sought after collection of the year, since even with all the abundance on the planet, Beyonce can't buy ability for herself, as Tiffany valiantly composed on her Instagram. Perhaps Beyonce will win the Grammy for collection of the year when she begins paying lyricists and prevents taking distributing from them. She fundamentally called the music sovereign a cheat, and furthermore CRII's various craftsmen for assuming songwriting praise where she guarantees it wasn't merited anyway. Beyonce has the most intensity due to her notorious NZ. She makes everybody sign the stunner that Beyonce makes everybody, including her industry buddies, sign Stryan, as that no digit of undesirable data will arrive at the public. Information is only the main admonition sign. Evidently, it's completely finished too. Safeguards sovereign honeybee, and that is the reason she keeps on sparkling in the music field. Go downhill so beyond she ain't going no place. There'll be a justification behind you to need to pay at Inching to Beyonce. Regardless, Beyonce is no more peculiar to acquiring from individual makers. Do you recollect Beyonce's hit melody Assuming I Were a Kid? Turns out she acquired this melody, composed by BC Jean, who was motivated by the thought after a new separation. And here's the thing, people. Jane made an arrangement with Beyonce in which the sovereign of misdirection vowed to perform together on Jean's impending presentation collection. In return for the tune, neither the collection nor the two paths harmony at any point emerged, and it came on the radio, and it was very much like, was that freaky hollering through the window? Like, I composed this is fine. Did you compose it for herself and people? It's only one of the models about how B takes everything from individuals in return of void commitments. Clearly, the re-emerged disclosures are stunning to many enthusiasts of the music dea. As one individual remarked, you individuals should talk reality with regards to the honeybees, since she Is continuously taking things from different specialists and essayists, and another client added, I've generally seen directly through this lady tricks the great young lady job. Never worked for her in my eyes. Her energy has consistently given me young lady counterfeit anyway. Beyonce and her friend group got a sniff of fast achievement, and it was chosen to let Mrs. Carter proceed with her taking effort, and clearly she would even not like to impart her prosperity to different lyricists, and chose to unmitigatedly duplicate their moves and verses. This isn't whenever Beyonce's schedules first have all around been addressed on the off chance that you guys need more proof that Beyonce is the greatest music hoodlum on the planet. How about we plunge into the definite correlation and you'll find out soon that 50 Penny was correct about this woman from the start. It is typical in the music business for melodies to be taken from less popular and battling craftsmen. It's a grimy business, and Beyonce appears to appreciate doing this to others. Someplace in the start of her profession, she was discovered on camera, conceding to have rankled a few craftsmen who she was taking from. Check how she admits with a naughty giggle, no one going to believe that we should go to their shows plain why kuzwe. Going to take everything better believe it yet. Everyone does that, however, no everyone truly does. Last year Beyonce was blamed for taking dance moves from one European choreographer. Well, thinking about how long she's been in the business, it's presumably trying for herself as well as her group to continually concoct new and unique thoughts. Yet dislike there's motivation to duplicate move for move what others have made. Fans even made one next to the other examination recordings to check whether this was the very case and how much was taken. The sovereign most likely anticipated that nobody should bear in mind about certain moves from the 80s, yet she was gotten down on by the choreographer who guaranteed, I'm not frantic yet. This is counterfeiting. This is taking great. Beyonce attempted to dismiss it by saying that she and her group were honoring their rousing movement, yet dislike individuals except her after different issues with taking. Now to the allegations that Beyonce might have taken her moves for the video of her new single Commencement. As though that is insufficient, B purportedly took her hit melody Child Kid from a striving vocalist lyricist back in 2003. Craftsman Jennifer defensive Layer even sued Beyonce, charging the artist unlawfully utilized her verses on the hit tune, and took her case to a government request. Court protections claim guaranteed she heard Beyonce performing Child Kid in 2003 and perceived the snare and a portion of the verses from her tune. I truly do accept it was the core of my tune. When I previously heard it hit me, the adjudicator who heard the case had controlled the two tunes were considerably divergent, leaving accompany her hit and the unfortunate craftsman with only court wire to pay. It seems as though in those days it was hard to cross B on the grounds that she and her hubby were prepared to battle any claim coming at them. All better believe it. All that I expressed planned to happen, all that I said I need to do, I've done regardless. It appears to be Beyonce's standing for tune taking showed up even prior to, during her predeterminations. Kid days maker Tehran T. Lute Robinson recorded a $200 million claim against Fate's Kid for taking his melody, which he delivered back in 2000. He demonstrated the tune to B's dad, director Matthew Knowles, anticipating that the tune should launch his own vocation. Yet, in the best custom of the obscure family, Matthew vanished with a melody